So let's go take this for a whiz. Unlock the parking stand. And by the way, you don't need to unplug the battery to charge it up. There's a separate charging socket, so it plugs into the charger. Something else I mustn't forget, those pedals. Let me try and do this one-handed. Those pedals fold up, so it's semi-folding. You know, there's a folding hinge there, and there's a release there. Pop that off. Usual battery lights. First position, power on. Second position, got a built-in lamp. And best thing about this is, I really like this, there's a cruise control. On there, you turn the throttle to your desired position, you press that button, and it holds the throttle. So you can take your hand off the throttle and just cruise along on a setting. And that is actually really useful because, amazingly, holding the throttle out and holding the button down on an electric bicycle can give you a wrist ache, especially as you're pedaling as well. So I'm going to use this facility because I'm going to be filming one-handed. I'm going to be riding it one-handed and filming. So let's get going. Oops, there's the horn, beep beep. There we go. Cruise control on. Off we go. No pedaling. Press the cruise control again. Power goes off. The nice thing about this bicycle is it's got regenerating brakes. So when you put the brakes on, it presses a switch in there, either side. Whoops, don't press that button again. Either side, and that turns the motor into a brake, charging the battery. There, I've put a bit of power on, a little bit, and then press cruise control. See, so I'm creeping along. That's the cruise control set to a low setting. That's quite nice because you just trundle along, find a comfortable speed, turn the pedal gently, purr along. I could be going a bit faster. Let's do something. That's a bit faster. Purring along. This is actually quite delightful because you're pedaling comfortably, the motor's doing a bit, very efficient. I guess you could go 40 miles doing this. And it's a direct drive motor. Most electric bikes have a small motor and lots of gearing. That's inefficient, a bit cheap and nasty. This has a motor that is built into the wheel and turns at the same speed as the wheel, like a hub dynamo, but as a motor. That's very efficient. There's no gearbox losses, and the slow revving motor will last forever. Also, like a hub dynamo, of course, you've got the regenerating brakes. So a very nice system. So it's solidly built, it's heavy, but I can see it lasting a long time. Now I'm going to go for a little drive, put some more speed on. There, cruise control on again. Whizzing along. Wind in the hair. This is now uphill, by the way. There's a cricket match going on in there. We're bumming along. Doing your own business. Now, because there's no gearbox, this bike doesn't make that horrible electric drill sound. I don't know if you hear that over the wind rush. Because there's no gearbox, this bike doesn't make that horrible whining electric drill sound you get. And it just purrs along beautifully. Whee! It's a nice sunny Sunday out. I'm headed towards the steepest this one. This is a 104 hill. Look at the height. Now it's almost strong enough to get me up here. Look how steep it is. In fact, it has done it. It has got me up here. I weigh 16.5 stone, and it has taken me up a 104 hill. This was a bridge. It was built to give access to a local farm. Let me take the cruise control off. Look how high up we are. This is how far up we've come in that short stint. So it's definitely good on hills. And of course, going down again, I'm going to put my regenerating brakes on so it'll charge the battery back up as I go back down. Now, what I'm doing here is demonstrating something else. As you walk with the bike, if you turn the twist grip gently, the bike will move itself along. So if you've got somewhere really awkward, like you've got to get it up steps or you've got to get it up into your house, by turning the grip, the bike will drive itself up. This is a very steep hill. You know, this is literally nearly as steep as a staircase. It's like an escalator. This is one seriously steep hill. Yet the bike is taking itself up. So as I'm walking up the hill, this might even be steps. I can be driving up the dirt alongside the steps using the bike. And I point this out because there is a place where I've had to do that, where the path went up some steps. And there was a strip of tarmac that people could push their bikes up, and this thing used to ride itself up. Now that's without pedalling. That's just the steepness of the hill that's whizzing me up the speed. So, cruise control back on. Woo. Got it. Oops, sorry. That button is a bit vulnerable there, I must admit. I keep bumping it. Well, that's because I'm riding it one-handed and my hand keeps slipping around. I don't normally have that problem. Well, here we go. Now, to be honest, I bought this thing because I'm an electric vehicle enthusiast, not because I really needed it. So basically it's a toy. I've never really used it. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. So sadly, there's the cruise control. That again. Don't know if you can hear me over the wind rush noise, but they say I bought it because I have an enthusiastic interest in electric vehicles, and I've never really used it. It's a delightful machine, absolutely delightful machine. I say I bought it because I have an enthusiastic interest in electric vehicles, but never used it. So I've decided to let it go, as I'm raising funds to do up a vintage milk float. So keep hitting that button as I wobble about. Just seen that bike, I wonder what it's about. So off we go, power on again.